Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But now let's get right in today's analysis, which is regarding none other than Kaspa. This one is a really exciting one, guys. If you guys are aware, Kaspa is taking the entire cryptocurrency space literally by storm. Everyone is talking about it, and in this update, we're going to be talking about some short-term targets that I'm looking out for, and of course the long-term targets where I could see this project personally trading. I'm going to be comparing it to some of the big boys, and we will see where this project could potentially be headed. And you will see the potential this project has right now is literally mind-blowing. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. But before we get into it, just a quick disclaimer that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So as of July the 19th, guys, you guys can see the price of Kaspa is currently sitting at 3.5 cents. It's up about 2.6% in the last 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also up about 3.6% in Bitcoin comparative over the last 24 hours. This token is also climbing up the cryptocurrency market ranking really fast, currently ranked at that top 65 spot with a market cap of $700 million and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 20 million. Remember, 20 million, you guys might be pointing that out, saying, that's quite low, because remember, this project is still, it's in its early days. It's not been in the markets for too long, and there is still not much liquidity, but I think that is about to change as we do go further, of course, into the year of 2023 and into the year of 2024, because recently what we have seen is the volume uptick. It shows that something is happening. And today, if you guys can see on their Twitter, they did make an announcement that they got listed on one of the exchanges. I'm sorry, not today, this was a while back, sorry, I got that confused. It says we are live on Bitpanda. Now you can buy Kaspa on Europe's leading retail broker for buying and selling digital assets, easy, fast, and secure. And I only think this is only going to get bigger because the hype factor, remember, at the end of the day, hype factor is a huge thing, and this is once again a layer one. We know how much interest layer ones, layer twos got last bull cycle, and a lot of people are starting to compare this with the big boys. Some are comparing it with Solana, Cardano, and some are saying this could be the next ADA, and it's like buying ADA right now, basically 2 to 3 years back in 2020 when ADA was literally at 2 cents. So, very big statements to make, and I'm going to obviously, compare it to that, where the price could be. And, if you were to invest, we're going to use $4,000 as an example today. If you were to invest $4,000, where could you see the portfolio heading if those prices were to come true? But, if we're looking at it on the weekly time frame, you guys can see one of the big gainers. Obviously, we're seeing XRP, we're seeing XLM, SNX, we're seeing Kaspa up 34.6%. And obviously right now, if you are an altcoin holder, you guys would be loving the fact that Bitcoin dominance is decreasing as days go by. This is a dream come true for all altcoin holders, especially the ones that have been picking it up. And speaking about the hype factor, as mentioned, it's up on a weekly basis. On the time frame, weekly time frame, it's up 34.6%. And if we look at it from the monthly time frame, 72.1%. Obviously, if you're looking at it on the daily side of things, you might not really realize the bigger picture, but the altcoin season is happening. Prices are moving up, and this is right in front of you guys. This is the last 30 days, and you can see this for yourself. We are seeing green across the board. So speaking about hype, you guys can see over the last 3 months, so 90 days, worldwide searches for Kaspa have hit an all-time high just 2 to 3 days ago. And that shows a lot of people are interested. A lot of influencers are talking about it, and the comparisons people are making with, obviously, I've made a comparison with Avalanche in my other update where I made a prediction if we were to reach the Avalanche price, Avalanche's market cap, we could see it. But some people are saying Cardano, this is the next Cardano. A lot of people are saying this right now, and it's gaining traction. So could Binance be in the line? Is Binance buying this up? We will talk about that, of course. But now let's look at the predictions. Actually, before we get into the predictions, let's just look at the chart. So basically, literally since May 25th, okay, so this project ran up really crazy. Basically, if you picked it up November 13th, and not everyone is going to win these type of projects, but during the bear market, this project was sitting literally below a penny. And some people told me this around this time, and I was ignoring it. But then, obviously you miss some, you lose some. But in my opinion, if you look at the bigger picture and see how much hype layer 1s got last bull cycle, as well as layer 2s, I think this has a huge potential, and we're going to get into the numbers in a bit. But basically, if you picked it up last year around the 0.004 cents mark, you are up right now, guys, about 746%. That's huge gains. And obviously it hit an all-time high, about $1 billion, but seen a retracement, which was back on May. And then if you picked it up at this retest at 1.2 cents, guys, you are already up 190%. And now it's about to retest some crucial level of resistance, a huge level of resistance, which I talked about on my channel previously as well. I might see that there be a rejection around this range. Once the price retests this, we're very close. We could possibly even head towards that maybe in the next day or two. That's only a 5%. Maybe even after I upload this video, we could be retesting the resistance, but you guys can see this for yourself. We've seen this rejection a few times, like a few times here. You can see this for yourself. So, I might see a little bit of rejection because remember, Kaspa is absolutely going crazy. If you picked it up just on July the 6th, you are up right now 71%. So you can get the idea as to how, fast this project is moving right now. And I think it's still under the radar, but not for long, in my opinion. So where could this project be going? Because it's very close to its all-time high. We could possibly, if it were to break out of this level of resistance, I think it's about to hit an all-time high very fast. And obviously, if Binance were to come listed, I don't see why Binance wouldn't list this. The project is gaining insane amount of traction. It's a layer 1, and people are comparing it to Cardano, people are comparing it to Avalanche, and we'll get into numbers right now. You guys can see, obviously this is something I spoke about in my last update, but we're going to compare Avalanche and Cardano market cap. So if we go back down memory lane, Cardano reached a market cap at its all-time high of $100 billion, guys. Yes, you've heard that correct. And Avalanche had a $30 billion market cap. So now let's say you were to come, and this number can change. We're just using $4,000 for this example. Let's say you're coming with 1,000, you could just change the numbers and you will get a rough idea as to what you will be walking off with, or more, whatever you want to call it. All you have to do is change the number, but we're using 4,000. So it's $4,000 enough to make a massive gain. Potentially, could you make 6 figures or more with just $4,000? And this is where, this comes interesting. So you guys can see $4,000 at the current price will get you 113,636 Kaspa tokens. So, let's say now, this is not saying that, it's going to reach a Cardano market cap unless some massive use case comes, huge news that, we don't know what the future really holds. But let's say it were to reach $100 billion market cap. That's more than 100x from current prices, almost 110% gain. If that were to happen, that puts the price at $5.07. And, $5.07, this amount, if you were to invest $4,000 in Kaspa today, that would be sorry, so this is wrong. You guys don't want to be getting confused about this, so let's get rid of this. You guys would be looking at $576,136 profit if this were to come true. And now, obviously, even if it possibly were to hit this number, right, $100 billion market cap, just because you're seeing this number doesn't mean you will be walking out with it. You need to have an exit strategy. You need to start scaling out very smartly. a lot of people will look, or if you guys have a price in mind, you're just going to be thinking, hey, you know what, I'm going to be locking my profits in at that certain price. No, that's not how you go. You need to start scaling out slowly but surely. Maybe some at 50 cents, maybe some at $1, maybe some at $1.15. This is just example. So that's what you guys want to be doing right now. So this is where the price would be if it were to reach Cardano's previous market cap, and that would put it automatically, I think, in that time, probably in the top 15. And does it have that potential? If it were to get that buzz, and if it were to see a lot of development within its ecosystem, you can't say never. And for Avalanche market cap, as I said, $30 billion was its all-time high market cap. And at that market cap, I honestly think it has what it takes to pull this market cap up. I don't know. There's something that's telling me, it's bringing back phantom vibes. It's bringing back, these coins that really went crazy, even Solana, Cardano even, but $100 billion market cap is kind of a stretch in my opinion. I would love to be proven wrong. This is one project that I'm literally kicking myself right now for not picking up. I'm giving, literally, I'm going to take every opportunity to be kind of getting my position a little bit more into this, because I don't have a position in it right now as much as I want it to be. It's very little, which I've said to you guys before as well, but we will see what happens. But I think it has, I don't know, something is telling me, especially if everything were to go true, this bull cycle were to be the biggest bull cycle of all time, ETF were to be approved, this could be the biggest bull cycle. And guess what the institutions are going to be looking at? Guess what the retail is going to be FOMOing into? The hottest projects. And without a doubt, right now, the way this project is climbing up really brings back the same memories of Cardano early beginnings. If you guys are a regular viewer on my channel, you guys can literally go, you're free to go watch my old videos on Cardano. I was covering Cardano when it was at 2 cents. Literally 1 or 2 cents. So that really shows what patience does. Obviously, some people held and made real crazy amounts of gains, but some sold literally at 20 cents. So that's what you need to do. Patience is your number one key to follow, and have an exit strategy. But if Avalanche market cap were to come true, that's $1.52, and $4,000 at that point will be worth $172,726, and your profit would be $168,726. If you're really smart with it, you could really turn this money into literally life-changing. Some people might say, oh, it's not $1 million, it's not this, it's not that. Settle down. There's people that have turned $100 into millions of dollars. This is more how you play it. So if you were to reach it, if I were to reach this amount, if I were to invest 4K, I would literally pull everything out, just wait for that right opportunity for the market to retrace. I would invest in real estate. I would just use it for my own personal use. And then when I think it's the right time, when the markets have bottomed, or if I want to rescale in, that's where I will be scaling back with these profits, and have this position getting turned into obviously the $1 million that everyone is hoping for. But you got to be smart with it. If you're greedy, if you're going to be thinking around this range, oh great. And again, I'm not saying 100% that this is going to happen. This is just my own personal opinion. We're speculating, but I see this happening in my opinion, okay? That's not saying that it's 100% certain. Everyone has to do their own due diligence, of course, and research when investing in crypto. But the similarities that I'm seeing is very interesting, to say the least, and I really do believe that this could be one of the shockers. But I want to hear from you guys. Where could you see the price of Kaspa going? And do you want to hear more updates on this, and which other coin do you want me to cover? And are you guys holding Kaspa right now? How much Kaspa are you holding? I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe, share. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.